Welcome back, guys, to another YouTube video. It's your boy Sam, and today we're doing this nice scoreboard, and it's a score component that basically has two teams. We have the score, we have the time, we have the referee, we also have the name of the two teams, we have the league they're in, and we have a place where you can place your bet depending on the team that you feel is gonna win or if you think it's gonna be a draw. We have the button right here that you just place it on. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like the vid. I know what, let's get to it. Now the first thing we're starting is with a container. It's going to hold everything. And inside this container we'll have a class called match. And inside that we'll have match dash header. Now we'll have another div that's going to be called match live. Or you know what? I'll call it match status. And here inside it, it's going to have live. After that, we'll have another div. We'll call that match dash tournament. Inside I will have our image tag, and the source is going to be this picture right here. Paste that there. Actually, it's not going to be the Chelsea badge. It's going to be the Premier League logo. So we take that. I'll paste that right there. Yeah, so we paste here this image, the Premier League logo. I'm just going to put EPL as the alt. And inside there we'll have English Premier League, which is the best league in the world. Yep, I said that. Even though you're a La Liga fan, nothing beats the Premier League. So, yeah. Dot match and the next div action. Inside here we'll have two buttons. And the buttons will have a class of btn dash icon. Put that in quotes. And it should be this like this. Alright, here we'll have an icon tag. And the icon tag that will have a class of material dash icon dash outlined. And inside that we'll have grade. I'm gonna move this to the side so we can have more space here. Copy it, paste it, because it's quite similar. And this is gonna be icons. Instead of grade, I'm going to have add underscore alert. Yep, so we can see the difference. And the grid, I'm gonna make it small. Exactly. Now it looks the way we want it to be. We have dot match dash content, and this should be a div, not a span. Then column, and after that we'll have the home team and the away team. As you can see right here, we've created the live, we've created Premier League, and this too. So now the next part is this, the home and the away. In this stage, I'm going to put Chelsea as the home and put West Ham as the away, just to change it up a little bit. So inside column, we'll have another div. I'll call that team. But inside I'll have team dash dash home. And then the next one is team logo. And after that, we'll have our image. And now it's time for the images. As the Chelsea, I'll put Chelsea here as the alt. And then we'll have a h2 tag. And the h2 tag will say Chelsea. And it's also going to have a class. And it's going to be team dash name. So now I'm just going to copy this to column and paste it again. Now the next thing is just going to put another div called column. Inside that we'll have another div called match detail. Match details. And inside match details, we'll have another div called match date. And I'll have 12. What's today's date? Yeah, 1st of May at, and I'll have a strong tag, 8, or you know what, 5:30, so 17:30. After that, we'll have another div called match score. And here we'll have our span tags with a class of match dash score dash number. I'm also going to have another one of match dash score dash number dash dash leading, because there will be a difference between the leading score and the one that is lower, or the losing score. Now inside the span tag, I'm going to put 3, and feel free to put whatever score you want. You know what, I'm going to even make, yeah, 3. 3 is good. Now after that, we'll have another span tag. We give it a class, and it's going to be match dash score dash divider. And the last one is going to be a span tag again. And you can see it right here. You can see how it's looking. We have the club name, then we have the date. Now we have 3. That's the score. Then this is the divider. And now we'll have the other score. And I'll put my score number. Copy the whole thing. And I'll just give them a 1. I'm a Chelsea fan, by the way, so that's why Chelsea are leading in this in this tutorial. Now we have another div, and this is going to be our the match time. I'll say dot match dash time dash lapsed. And inside that we'll have 72. Now it's time for the referees. Say dot match dash referee. And the referee, there's this referee that is so annoying, so I'm just gonna put his name there because it's always good to win a game when he's the one who is the ref, and his name is Mike Dean, or Anthony Taylor too is another asshole of a referee. So Yeah, or you could choose a good referee. Mike Dean is not that bad. Now we're gonna have our bet options. And let me just show you this part. We're gonna have this part now. We just created this with you can see the difference in score, different colors. Now we're gonna create this right here. Now we have another div and we'll call that match dash bets dash options. Inside that we'll have a button. Button will have a class. It's called match dash bets dash options. Option, not options. Let there be difference there. And for West Ham to win, for Chelsea to win, it's going to be like, yeah, let's give it 1.48. And I'm just gonna copy this. So we'll have the option for a draw and for the other team to win. So for me, draws are always higher. So I'll put 7 points this. And then for the other team to win, for West Ham to win, make it like a 4-3. Because West Ham have actually been good this year in the Premier League. Now that we've done that, we need to put a button that you click on when you want to place the bet. So I'm just gonna write there, place a bet. Inside that we'll have another class. It's going to be match dash bet dash place. Now we can just go right here to this column right here. And we'll paste it. And instead of home, it's going to be away. Yeah, team logo. Instead of Chelsea, it's going to be West Ham. And we need to for sure change the image. And now we put the West Ham image. Just copy that and paste it right here. Yep, so we can see the difference. Now we have the Chelsea logo, we have the West Ham logo. And yep, that's it for this. Now it's time for the CSS. Now for the CSS, we're using a preprocessor of SCSS. And yeah, we'll have a tutorial on this for people who don't really understand it, but yeah, that's what we're using. And now CSS, you can see that I put some stuff right here, and it's just basic Google fonts. This is the font we're using. We're using the Inter, and you can get that. I will leave that also down in this description below, so you don't have to search for it yourself. And here we just did a before and after, and we did that for border box size and border box. And here we have our roots, which is just our different color schemes. So we can just call them by their names instead of actually writing all these colors, color code. So it just makes it easier and faster for us. And that's why I also made them there already. So make sure you copy yours and put it like this with this too. And yeah, let's continue with the CSS. Now for button, inputs, select and text area. We'll have a font of inherit. And now for our image, we'll give them a display of block. And for the strong tags, we'll give them a font weight of 600. Now for the body, we'll add our font family, and that is Inter Sans Serif. And also a line height of 1.5, and we'll add a color of our color dash dash text dash primary. And next we'll add a background color of our BG secondary. Just copy this here. Now we'll have dot match, and dot match will have a background color of primary. And also display a flex and the flex direction of column and a min width of 600 600 pixels, and a border radius. I told you guys, can't do anything without a border radius of 10 pixel. And now this box shadowing, I have the code right here because I want to save time. Yeah, so that's the box shadowing there. Okay, no, this color is not the right one. It should be BG primary. Yeah, because it should be white. And this right here should be BG secondary. Now dot match dash header. We'll give that a display of flex and add a padding of 16 pixels. I will add this right here of border bottom. Now the next is match status. For match status, we'll have a background color of BG alert. So this right here. And the color of our BG text alert. So this right here. Now we add some padding to it. 8 pixels and 12 pixel. Also add some border radius of 6 pixel and a font weight of 600. Also a font size of 14 pixel and a display of flex and align items of center add a line height of 1 and a margin right. of auto. And I'm also gonna add a before. And before. And that's the content. Let's say dot. We need to put the content there. Check out my before video where I explain before and after pseudo elements, and then we add a block. Now we say width of 6 pixel and also height of 6 pixel. Now we add a background color. And just put current color. And the border radius of 50%. So you can see right here, basically added a before, and that's why it's before the status right here. So we can see it right here, and the border radius made it completely round. Check out I'll leave a card for that, my before and after pseudo elements tutorial, so you fully understand why we're doing it like that. And this is going to be a margin right of 8 pixels. Yep, and that part looks good. The next is the match tournament. I will give that a display of flex and an align item of center, and also a font weight of 600. And you can see it right here. I can see we're getting closer to it. We have the line, we just need to resize them a little bit. And now inside here, I'm gonna put this image tag. So we'll resize it, give it a width of 20 pixel for the logo. You can see it's smaller. And a margin right of 12 pixels. So the fact that we're putting the image inside here, that's why it's only going to focus on the image inside this match tournament. So that's a cool thing you can do with CSS if you didn't know before. Now let's go to the dot match action. Give it a display of flex and a margin left of auto. You can see it's looking closer to what we want it to be. Now we need to focus on the button, the BTN dash icon. And that's these two right here. And give them a border of 0. We can give it a border of 0, or you can also give it a background of none. I mean a border of none. And now we add a background color of transparent. Because we want it to be transparent. That's how it should look. Now you see it's gone. It is transparent. And after that we'll add a color. And this is going to be text icon. This right here. And now we add a display of flex. And then align items of center. Also add a justify content of center. The next is match content. We'll give that a display of flex and also a position of relative. Then the column will add a padding of 32 pixels, a display of flex, and a justify content of center. Now we're seeing it's looking closer. And we'll also add an align items. I call them the sidekicks. Whenever you see a whenever you see a display flex, most of the time you'll see a justify content. It's always depending on what you're doing though, but most of the time you see those two. And align items. And also the width, we're gonna calculate it. So say calc 100% divided by 3. Now the theme will add a display of flex, flex directions column, and align items to center. Now let's reduce these logos because they're a little bit too big. Theme dash logo. Give it a width of 100 pixels and a height of 100 pixels. Come on, reduce West Ham. Look too big. Now with display flex too. And line items of center. And justify content of center. And the border radius Okay, that's why. 50%, border radius of 50%. And now a background color of our color BG primary. And now we also have a box shadowing. Thing is, box shadowing not nice, but writing all that is just a lot of time. And now the image inside here, I want them to have a width, not a window, a width of 50 pixels. Yep, that's how it should look now. Now is the theme name, dash name. So we just give them a text align of center. A margin top. Of 24 pixels. And a font size. A font size of 20 pixels. And the font weight of 600. Let's do some match details. Dash details. Display flex. And the flex direction of column. You can see now it's in a column format. And then we align the items and make them center. And now we say dot match dash date and also match dash referee. Add a font size to that again of 14 pixels, and also a color of var color text secondary. Now also strong color. Now we say var dash dash color dash text dash primary. So we can see the referee Mike Dean. That is the primary, and you can see it's bolded. Okay, I need to put a dot there. Now dash match dot dash score. So we'll give it a margin top of 12 pixels and a display flex, and also a line item center. Now we're going to do match score. That's match score, but the number dash number. Now add a font size of 48 pixels. Also a font weight of 600 and a line height of 1. And then we add this and right here. I know we had leading. We had one with leading. And I'll show you the HTML. So we just add a color, say var color dash theme dash primary. Because if you remember, we have here, here, yeah. So we had this leading too. So that's why we added the and leading. And that was the 3. And that's why the 3 is this color right now. Just so you understand what we're doing. Now let's do the divider, which is this dot right here, because it's looking really weird without it. And you see we're getting there. It's looking quite similar. But yeah, let's take care of this right here. The divider. So we say dot match score. dash divider. I'll give that a font size of 28 pixels, a font weight of 700, a line height of 1, and the color of our color dash text dash icon. Now we add a margin left of 10 pixels, and the same for the margin right. Just to create some space, some air between those numbers. Not 100 pixels, come on. Yeah, 10 pixels too. Now the next is dot match dash time elapsed. And I hope you remember that. That's the 72 there. Time elapsed. So we add a color. The color is gonna be D4. Yeah, D4. No, the color is gonna be D5. No, DF. DF9443. Yeah, you can see this orangish color. And now font size of 14 pixels and the font weight of 600 and a margin top of 8 pixels. Now we're gonna do dot match referee dash referee Mike Dean, and just add a margin top of 12 pixel. Now the betting options, and just gonna say bet responsibly if you are betting. Dash bet dash options. So we'll give it a display of flexi and also a margin top of 8 pixels and a padding bottom of 12 pixels. And I'm just gonna copy this and remove the S for option. So that's the individual ones, this, and this. margin left of 4 pixel, margin right of 4 pixel, a border of 1 pixel, solid, var, color dash text dash icon, and a background color of hash F9, 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 F9. Add some border radius of 2 pixels and the color of our hash dash color dash text dash secondary. Give it a font size of 14 pixel and the font weight of 600 and a padding of 4 pixel and 8 pixel. And I would say the match dash bed dash place, and that's this right here. Give it a position of absolute, not above, absolute in my Italian accents. Bottom of -16, yeah, -16. And we move it left, minus 50%. Not 0, minus 50%. And now we add some transform. Translate X. Minus 50%. Now we add a border of none. And a background color var color dash theme dash primary. Okay, left should not be minus 50 because that's why it's not showing. Exactly. Left should be 50. Now a border. No, border radius. We already have a border. Border radius of 6 pixels Add some pattern, make it look a little bit healthier or a little bit fatter. Hell, fat doesn't mean healthy. 48 pixel. And now we add our color, which is RGBA. And this is white. Opacity of 0.9. Add a font size of 14 pixels. And now we'll add a box shadowing. It's this right here. Yeah, just to make it have that real effect. We've seen that. Yep, this is practically it. Yeah, right now this is how it looks. If you want yours to look like this, you can leave it like that. But if you want it to look like this, that it's a box right here, we can easily do that. So it's not taking the whole width, and we just do that like this. We'll call the container and just switch it right here so we can see it. So we say container, and we'll give it a position of absolute. And after that, we'll give it top of 0, left of 0, right of 0, and a bottom of 0. Add a width to it of 100%. And then we just add a display flex. Add an align content of center. And also add an align item of center. Oh yeah, this should be a justify content, not align content, justify content. Yeah, so this should be justify content, and you can see the space here is gone. And yep. Oh, wow, I need to save it. Yeah, we can see it right here. This is how it looks like this. If you want it to look the other way, like this, you just remove the last section container. You don't do any styling on that. Then it looks like this. But if you want it to look like this box, then you add the container styling that we just did right here. I know what, guys, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and if you have any questions, put them down in the comments below. I know what, I'm gonna wrap this up, and I'll see you all in the next YouTube video.